there guys, this is Eli G. Brown, Sheila G. Brony, and welcome to another classic LEGO Bionicle review. And in this episode we are looking at the bad guys of 2007. These are the Barraki. In the, story-wise, the Barraki were like members of, I think, the Order of Matanui, and they apparently did something bad, which resulted in them getting banished into the pit. And then they mutated into all sorts of different creatures like this. From my understanding, I'm gonna pretty much make guesses as to what each of them are supposed to represent. Kalmah, I think, is an octopus. Pridak is a shark. Carapar is a crab. Ehlek is an eel, I think. Mantax is a manta ray. And Takadox is a shrimp. That's my guesses on them anyway. I could be wrong about some of them, but I think that I am right on at least 5 of them. I'm not quite sure about Ehlek, but I think that he is supposed to be based upon an eel. Now, I've decided to review them all together since they are all part of the same series. Although they are all built differently, this pretty much begins the whole tradition of having there be a series of sets that aren't all clones of one another. And of course they do use mostly pieces that we've had before, along with a couple new pieces as well, such as 3 new foot pieces and a couple new armor pieces that are specific for a certain Barraki, but those pieces would be used in later sets as well. So now I'm going to be taking a look at them each. I'll start, I'm going to take 5 of these guys off of the set so I can focus on one of them at a time. You can't see it, but off screen I picked up Kalmah and his tentacle just knocked over. I was taking them all off, but I was only supposed to leave one. I can't believe that. Alright, so here we have Pridak. I am starting with him because he is the leader of the Barraki. This continues the tradition of having the villain groups not have red-colored leaders. Instead, they have a white-colored leader, and this is Pridak, the leader of the Barraki. He is a white-colored character. And Pridak is built a bit awkwardly. But I think that you get the idea of the shark idea. He has these really long feet pieces where these are supposed to be the front, but it kind of looks like these should actually be the front. Like, let me turn these around to actually show you. Yeah, you see? Oh, can you actually see? Yeah, does that look more proper to you? Well, it would make more sense, but this is the way that they are supposed to be. Now, Pridak has a number of recycled parts. These blade pieces were used on the Mari Nui Matoran previously. I'm not quite sure if the pieces used for the head are actually correct. Not really sure if those are the same pieces, but it's kind of hard to tell, like, from back here, although they did bobble about. But anyway, Pridak has blue-colored eyes. He is one of the characters to have the blue-colored eyes, though he has kind of a reddish face at the front. You know, kind of a mixture between the red color and the primary white color, and that's also shown on his blade pieces. Like, he's got, like, 2 in his hands and 1 on his back, which serves as a fin. And he also includes the squid launcher that all of them do, and he has 2 pieces of squid. I'll demonstrate how this works. So what you do is to hold the squid down and let go. And I honestly don't think that the function works out all that well. I'm not going to try it out for any of the others, just thought that I would demonstrate it for Pridak right here. Pridak uses the same, well, his arm pieces are the same pieces used as the leg pieces for the Toanuba, but not in a new color. Takanuba had these in white. And he also has the Toa leg pieces in white too, though that's also not a new color since Nuju had them. And all the Barraki have these silver teeth on their head pieces, so those are new pieces. Not necessarily specific to Pridak, all of the Barraki have them, but it is a new piece for the entire series. And his, well, this particular wave set. And his body uses 2 of the lower Bakki main body pieces. I was checking the camera to see how much time had gone by during that particular review, and I noticed that 5 minutes have gone by. Next we are looking at Kalmah, the octopus of the gang. Now Kalmah is the red character, and he is the octopus. He has these tentacles right here. They are in a orange color. I actually chewed on the end, so that's why there's the Technic flat lift arm pieces to make sure that they hold down, because I think that they would feel kind of weak on their own. So there's that. He uses the dark red Karaka main body piece, and he also has some new shoulder armor pieces and knee armor pieces. He has 6 of them. They were also with the red Hydruka set. Can't remember the name of that one. And he also has white eyes, which is quite unusual to see a Bionicle character... eyes. Teeth! I meant to say teeth. He has 3 blue eyes. Another character to have the blue eyes. And the 2 squid are connected to his back. He also contains he also has some new feet pieces. They are similar in design to the Toa Hordika feet pieces, though they're not exactly the same. There are some new added blade pieces to the outer part, but overall it is a new mold for this, even though it has some similarities to an existing mold, but it is brand new. So that is Kalmah. Alright. Next, we will take a look at Ehlek, the green one. Also known as Kyle from the Chroniclers of Jala series, in case you haven't seen that. But officially, he is called Ehlek. Now, Ehlek uses the webbed Paraka feet, and he also uses the Toametru leg pieces, and also the Bakki leg pieces, only used for his arms. His secondary color is lime green, which can be a problem considering that the lime joints are a lot weaker. In fact, there's actually one crack right here, which is kind of bad. Yeah, the lime joints were pretty weak, but yeah, you just have to be really careful when using the lime pieces. The lime joint pieces. I mean, the joint pieces themselves break very easily, but the lime joints just really break. I actually had to do some modifications as well, because the spike pieces here are actually kind of chewed in the pinholes, so I had to use these pieces to hold them in, which was kind of a difficult task to even get them to stay in there, but they do stay in there at the very least, so that works out. He also uses 2 of the Bakki lower body pieces on his body, as well as a lime green lift arm piece. And he also has 4 of the white teeth pieces, and he is another character that has blue eyes. And he has 2 of these claw pieces, one that's used over here, and the other that's used right here. It's attached differently so that he can hold his squid launcher. And that is Ehlek. I'm going to take him off now, so we can move on to the next character. That would be Takadox, pretty much the tallest. And I'm certainly surprised that he actually fits on the screen. So Takadox is a pretty tall character, and quite a very thin character too. Now he is built using dark blue pieces as well as the translucent blue joint pieces, and he also has the new glow-in-the-dark armor pieces used on his back and on his lower legs. And and those pieces were also used on the blue Hydruka set. Takadox also includes 2 of these blade pieces used on each of his hands, although one hand also has the squid launcher piece. He uses the clawed Paraka feet pieces and the Paraka leg pieces in general, as well as the Paraka style arm pieces, so in his case he has 2, one on each side. He also uses a lift arm piece for his main torso, and this part right here is made up of the Vizrak tip pieces, and it's used on his back to provide some coverage. His pieces also glow in the dark, but I'm not going to be demonstrating that here because it's going to be quite difficult to actually do that, to show you how the glow in the dark stuff works. And I've actually tried filming to see if they would glow in the dark, and I don't think that they really work anyways. This time around, Takadox has the red eyes instead of the blue eyes. Although if he had the blue eyes, it would probably be hard to see since he is a blue character. As well as also having these small red spike pieces all over his body. So that is Takadox. Next up, we are going to be looking at Mantax, the Manta Ray. Well, the Ray. Well, I think Manta Ray works out. And I can see why he's called Mantax, because he's based on the Manta Ray. Now, Mantax uses 2 of the minifigure spine pieces on the back, though this one's a bit chewed. I may have to switch that out. And his squid launchers are attached to his shoulders. He, along with Carapar, have these main body pieces that can attach, well, in his case, they're attached on his shoulders. The Carapar has it on his torso. Like Takadox, Mantax also has the red eye pieces. And as for the legs, Barakki leg pieces, new style of feet, and Paraka kneecaps. He doesn't have any armor on his upper arms. On one arm, he has a Barakki leg piece, and on the other arm is a Toa Metru arm piece. He also has this tail on the back, which can be kind of difficult when you're trying to store this on the shelf. And he is built very differently from any set that came before him. It uses a Toa Inika main body piece combined with the upper part of, well, a piece that was used on the Barakki, and also the Barakki lower body piece. So that is Mantax. Alright. Now, last but not least, well, maybe least now, since he's actually dead in the story, we have Carapar, the yellow Barraki. Carapar is the very first yellow-colored villain character to be released in the Bionicle series, at least in the Canister series, since Ehlek was the last brown character in Generation 1. So Carapar pretty much starts off having the yellow-colored villains, which is something that would continue on with Vital in 2008. Now, Carapar kind of looks a bit goldish because he uses a very, very brownish yellow on his body. I think it's because it's a yellow and black plastic just mixed in together. He also has a new armor piece used on his shoulders and his upper legs. He uses the gray-colored Barakki leg pieces, gray-colored Barakki feet pieces, and gray-colored Toa Inika leg pieces used for his arms. And he also features this sort of claw feature, which of course identifies him as a crab. And of course, his headpiece, well, it's not unique to him, although it's supposed to be him specifically, although it would also be used in other sets such as Nocturne, which I will look over somewhat soon. If at the time that I am recording this, Nocturne is currently in shipment. I have not gotten Nocturne, so it will be a new set when it arrives and when I will be reviewing it. But anyway, he does include a recolor bat piece, and the squid launcher pieces are on the shoulders right here. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can bring them all back in so I can wrap up my review on these guys. Kalmah is very difficult to move about because it's a long tentacle. Alright, so what do I think of these guys overall? I think that they are pretty amazing. They are all different, very unique, and I think that they make worthy successors to the Barakki. Very interesting villain characters that we got during the 2007 storyline. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.